Preview. There we are.
You see a preview?
Yeah, you're on stage.
Yeah, but I'm on
Wait.
stage on here, but I don't know if I'm recording live on. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're live. I just saw that. Whoops, I got notified.
Wow.
Hey, whoops! Now I'm getting all these little pop-ups. Okay, hi, welcome to Tejano Talk. I'm your host Oraldo from It's Tejano Time on YouTube, and
So I'm Nemo. You know what? I apologize because I'm watching the feed and everything else, so it's like
okay,
freaking me
yeah,
out.
I know it's a hey. If you guys are expecting perfection from us, you're at the wrong show because we're just testing this out, and today we're going to just talk a little bit about Nemo's history, how he got started, and then we're going to talk about my history. And I welcome everybody to get on the chat, and we're going to test this out too because. Hey, wow! I think we have two people viewing us. All right, one just popped off.
Ah,
So we'll see if the chat function works. And we're only live on YouTube. We're not on Facebook yet. So hopefully, if you can, tell your friends. And hopefully, we'll be here in at least a half an hour, maybe. I don't know if our history is that long. What do you think, Nemo?
yeah. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be here pretty well for a good while. What I did notice though, going to the monitor on YouTube, like my face is like in 3D, man, coming at you. So if you can zoom me out a little
You
bit, it'd
can
be really
zoom.
great.
Oh, dude, I can't handle that right now. You're just gonna have to go whoa like this manually. All right.
Oh,
So All right. So let's get started. Okay. I'm gonna say the first topic of the day is who is Nemo and what's your Tejano history? How did you get involved with getting started with Tejano USA?
So hi, so again, my name is Nemo Herrera. I'm with Tejano USA magazine. I was a DJ for KTNO Tejano 1540 came into town in Dallas Fort Worth in the very early '80s. They were pioneers in getting the Tejano market getting going here. Of course, we had KFJZ, we had Superloop and Armagana and all them. We had those guys already here, and but they were just like part time, just come up here and they would do like nights and stuff. So he came in and he got a radio station going, and he had a lineup already. I was a beginner, man. I was out selling spices at grocery stores, and so yeah. But I love the music. I love the music, and I want to be part of it. And I also always want to be a DJ. So I would just knock on their door and say, "Hey, you need help. You need help. Hey, you need help." They finally had to let me go and let me in. So they put me on the weekends. Like whenever nobody's listening and stuff. And there I was. And at first they said, "Don't talk, just play music. Don't talk, just play music." And so I didn't talk very much. And then one Sunday I decided, hey, I need to start talking. I'm tired of this not getting any glory and stuff. So I got out there and I go, the Hano 1540 KTNO, and I would just play the hits. There was a format we had to follow and stuff, and in between we play what we liked. So from that point, I just got started with them, and they'd give me a little bit more time and more time and more time and stuff, and it was pretty cool. It's something I enjoyed very much.
I didn't know you were a DJ. That's new
Yeah,
to me. I
yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
that. How long
Yeah,
did you do? How long were you a DJ?
probably about 4 years, maybe about 4 years, 3 or 4 years. And again, it's all part time. I never got any gigs. They would go out to the state fair. They would be on the stage and stuff. I was the guy behind the scenes, here at the station and stuff. During Christmas or Thanksgiving, I was the guy playing the music. While they were out, living up with their families and stuff. But something I enjoyed. So it's something that I had a love for. So it's something that I enjoyed.
Okay, so you did a lot of the remotes.
I wasn't again in the background. Yeah, I would be the one at the station playing the music and stuff, and then when the feed went out to them, just went out to them and stuff. I think Maori was like one of the
Hmm.
big talents that we had as far as
Hmm.
we did a lot of 2551
Yeah.
and those places like that went out to live remotes. Yeah,
Yeah. Shout out to me, Mowdy. Hopefully he's
Mauricio.
listening. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's up?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure a lot of people
Uh,
listen to this first show.
well, on the replay, he could probably say, "Hey, they did a shout out for you" or something like
Okay.
that. Maybe,
What
maybe
up, me
next
Maori?
time. Hey,
Hermana
yeah,
Chantis. Uh-huh.
that's true. Yeah, me Mowdy is funny. Did you have like a certain time slot that you worked
No,
mostly with?
I was a filler. I was totally the filler.
Okay, So like a medical would be a filler for us if we never have a
Yeah.
guest cancel us or something like that.
Oh, well, ouch. I didn't say that, medical.
Yeah, medical.
Yeah.
He might be watching. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's I told him that we were going live, and he said he didn't know we were going live tonight, so he's out to dinner. I said, hey, you could watch, on your
Yeah.
cell phone.
That's
But
the beauty of technology. You log on anywhere, any place.
that's true. Hey, let me ask you. So you're a DJ. When did you get it start the? I remember before Tejano USA, you were a Tejano Review,
So to Hunter
right?
Review again, Ben Benavides, his brother owns the jalapeno there in San Antonio, that big jalapeno station
Oh, he
that
does.
Pancho's part of. Yeah, that's his brother. I think the whole family had was in the radio business. They were from Lubbock originally, and oh no, they're from Corpus, but they were big in Lubbock and Abilene and stuff like that. So, so Ben decided to move here, Dallas Fort Worth, and try and hit the market. He did real good for the most part. And then, of course, the big station came in, Kick
Check
FM,
FM.
and then kind of put everything, put us off to the side and stuff. And they just kind of took over the market. So he knew he wanted to still be in the market. I still wanted to be in the market, and he started this magazine. Before there was a magazine, there was a newspaper similar to ours, a tabloid sized newspaper. Uh, it
Yeah.
was um, it
I get
was
Tejano Connection.
oh no,
Uh,
man.
I think Gate.
No,
No.
it was called the Eagle or La Águila. It was in the Fort
Oh,
Worth Star Telegram, and
okay.
and and before, yeah, but the Hunter Connection was out and about in the streets at that time, and I think he got the idea from that because I myself I didn't know about it, and
Okay.
so he decided that hey, I want to start a little tabloid sized newspaper, and wanted me to come on, so I helped him come on, and I sold ads for him and stuff, and so we opened up. He moved back to Corpus, and we opened up a paper out there, and then we opened up a paper in San Antonio too. So it was big for us. The newspaper was pretty big for us and stuff, and then I managed
Did
the one over
Did you
here.
move?
No,
Did
no,
you
no.
move to
I
Corpus?
I managed the DFW area,
Okay.
and he managed the Corpus and San Antonio area and stuff. And so we got those papers out and stuff. And then I guess it got overwhelming for him. Oh, you know what happened? He bought a radio station in Corpus. It's called the Club, KCLB. I don't know. So so yeah, so that's what happened. He got the radio station. So the paper was nothing, wasn't bringing
Yeah.
revenue like the radio station is.
Right.
And so they were putting it off to the side a little bit more and more. Finally, he said, that's enough. I'm not going to do it anymore. I said, okay, that's cool. Luckily for me, I was from Dallas Fort Worth area, and I knew all the advertisers. So, I
Mhm.
talked to a lot of them and stuff. I hired me this graphic artist. He was a manager at Hana West, and I didn't know much about computers at all. I hired him, and we did stuff part time. He lived he lived out in Addison, and I would drive from Fort Worth all the way to Addison, and we knocked that paper out like over like 8 hours or something. And I was there and stuff, and I would take it to the printer and stuff. And back then we had to take the printer, take the floppy disk or the disk to the
Yeah.
printer. Now it's so much easier.
Yeah.
And or I think we actually had to go get them printed. I forgot what it was because we had a lot of different ways we did it back then. And then so then it started going a little bit slowly and surely, and then he got kind of greedy with me, and he said he was like, I guess he wasn't making enough money. He said, hey man, I'm gonna need to charge you more. I'm gonna charge you more. I can't do it. And what I'm not charging you enough for what I'm doing. I go, okay, you know what? I go, let's do this. I go, I'm gonna go to this other guy, and if he tells me, is he gives me some price that's way over what I'm paying you, I'll pay you. I'll pay you the difference, and I'll help you.
Oh, fair.
But if he charges me less, I'm gonna charge you less too. I'm not gonna pay you as much. I'm just gonna might get him if you don't want to do it, but I'm letting you know right now that's what I'm gonna do. And he goes, yeah, hell yeah, man, this costs a lot of money, blah blah blah, and a lot of time. And it really didn't. It was 8 hours of his time. I don't know what I was
Right.
paying him, $300 or $400 back then. It was pretty good, but it wasn't. And sure enough, this guy did it for half. He was going to do it for half what he was doing it for. I said, hey boss, this guy wants to do it for half. you knew up front what was going to happen and stuff. And I appreciate everything that you've done and stuff. And we parted out. We were friends and stuff. And he was just tired because he had a lot of shit going on too. So it was a good point to kind of separate and stuff. And so from that point, I started learning some stuff. I started learning, and you could tell on the early parts of Down in USA how horrible the pictures were. We scanned them and they just weren't right and stuff. And it was a process. I remember Super Loop saying, looking and said, it's a process. Right now, you look at this and it doesn't look good, but you wait a year, you're going to see the big difference. And sure enough, there was a big difference. And so I can keep going if you want me to. So
yeah, they're going to notice a big difference after like a month of us going.
Yeah.
We're just going to get better.
Yeah, absolutely. So after that, I started up and it was great. It was great. I had 25 years in 2019, and then COVID hit, and my bread and butter was the clubs, so I had to stop. I had to stop I had to killed it for 2 years.
Hey, did you notice Speedy? Shout out to Speedy. She said, Speedy saying hello to us. We actually have a live chat person with us.
So you're gonna stop my interview because Speedy said hello. Well, Speedy, you must be something special, Speedy.
We gotta recognize our followers whenever we can.
I'm like right in the middle of my interview, and he has to stop and say hello to you. But so hello, right. And the fact he knows you're a she, I think made it even extra. So
I don't know if it's a she because it's a dollar. I don't know. It's not a Benjamin. It's like Speedy, a $20 bill.
Was it Speedy? Has a lot of
a lot
Speedy
of clout.
Can go in a lot of different
She's our first. He or she is our first.
Yeah. Speedy is our first. Very good.
Yes.
So you're making history here, Speedy, with us tonight. Thank you very much for just chiming in the middle of my conversation. But I'm a boy. There you go. Thank you, Speedy. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate you regardless. Man.
I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead.
So I forgot now, man. You know how we are. You can't go to the kitchen without forgetting what you're gonna go get.
Yeah, so, I was just happy to find there was someone watching us live like that.
So I was 25 years. We stopped in COVID, and just here recently we started back up. So
wait, you skipped over a bunch of stuff.
Okay, tell me what I skipped.
Well, you went from Tejano Review. How did it go to Tejano USA?
Well, if you rewind the tape, I'll tell you that Ben he got a radio station in Corpus.
Right. And that's when you went through the transition.
Yes, he was doing less and less because there was more revenue in the radio station.
Right.
And so he said he was going to stop. And again, I was doing the DFW area, so I knew more or less. The advertisers knew me and stuff, so I was the one servicing them. So they all agreed to keep on and stuff. So I appreciate them, and they helped me through a lot of stuff. It was like We Can Do It back with Ana Ramirez, back at Desperados, and Paul Sanchez, and just a bunch of good people.
We got another one.
So, if this is gonna happen, like you're gonna get like sidetracked, like anytime somebody chimes in. I don't know about you, man. You just gotta keep it right here.
Okay. I was hoping you give Bobby a shout out while you're talking. Okay.
What's up, Oxnard?
Oxnard. Hey, I used to live in Oxnard. My dad did 22 years in the Navy in Ventura County.
I thought you were gonna say the pin. I said, wow.
No, not my dad. All right.
22 years in the Navy, huh? Yeah. Did you get to serve in the military?
I feel like I did 17 years because my dad was a senior chief, so he treated his kids like military. Like we had to get up at a certain time, we had to go to sleep at a certain time. So he didn't stop when he left his 8 to 5 job. He came back and he expected everything to be like this. So I'm almost never late for anything because of that, which I kind of like.
How many siblings did you have?
I got let's see, I got an older sister, younger brother. We're about a year apart, each of us. So
and they all turned out like you?
No, I'm best. I'm my mom's favorite, like that.
I
What
think
about
I think
you?
we all say that. I think we all
No,
say
I'm
that.
serious. My brother and sister already know that. They said,
Yeah.
"Who's mom's favorite?" And they said, "You are." I
Well, I
call her
think.
every Sunday.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Yeah,
Call her. Wow. Do you how many times you go visit her?
every 6 weeks.
Okay. So
Like
where
that.
is she
They
still in
don't.
Oxnard?
No, they live in south, an hour south of Dallas. They're not.
And every 6 weeks you go visit her. She's only an hour south of Dallas. And how far are you away from her?
I don't live an hour south of Dallas. I mean, I live like
How far away do you
uh,
live from her?
about an hour and a half.
So an hour and a
But
half
hey,
separates you and 6 weeks.
I
Six
know
weeks,
you
that's a long
see.
time.
Well, I talk to her every week.
Well, I know, but you don't know what her physical capabilities looking like if she's getting worse, getting better or what. All you see her
Well,
every six
she
weeks.
she actually got had surgery last week. I
Were you
think your mom
there?
had surgery.
Yeah.
No, my mom's she's got this thing in her nose and she says it's cancer, but I can't always believe her. And
What did the
so
doctors say?
my brother's a doctor and he sees her and she keeps missing appointments. She's old school.
So,
She
but
went
did they do a biopsy and they say it was cancer or what? I mean, what's going on here?
I don't know what to believe from my mom.
No,
You
don't
know
believe
what?
from your
Wait,
mom. You don't
wait.
talk to the doctors. Do you talk to your brother?
No,
Does he talk to the doctor? Does he see the? No.
no. He's a,
So wouldn't you think you at least want to get to the bottom of this and go see your mom, go take her to the doctor and talk to the doctor and
I
find out for
saw her
yourself?
last week. I saw her last week.
So then you know.
She didn't even tell me she was having surgery that Tuesday because she's canceled it so many times. And I
Okay,
don't know.
so again, I'm just saying.
Wait a second, Nemo. Let me give you a little history about my mom.
Okay, all right.
I I thought I was part Yaqui Indian up to like 3 years ago because my mom told me I was part Yaqui Indian.
Well, you have the yak for it.
I have a yak, yes. And then I saw my cousin about 6 months ago. She said, "We're not Yaqui Indian. We don't have any family that are Yaqui Indians." And I go, "I have no clue." My mom's, you know, in every family there's a tia loca, right? Guess who's the tia loca in my side of the family?
Well, if you're the favorite, I can see how that can be.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
So
she picked you over the doctor, the son that's a doctor. So okay, I can maybe accept that. And what
because
is your
I visit her.
sister? Is she an attorney?
No, she got a degree in poli sci. From we're all Aggies like that, and we all went to A&M. My brother married an Aggie. My sister married an Aggie. I didn't marry an Aggie. She's a Red Raider. Well, she went to Red. She went to Tech for a while, but uh, let's see what else. Okay, now tell me, tell our audience, how did you and I hook up to start the show on It's
That's a great
Tejano Talk?
question, man. I have no idea. All I know is that you were doing this this Tejano Time video show. You would show up where I was at every time, and say again, I have the love of Tejano. I said I have to be part of this. So you gracefully let me put me into the top 10, do the top tens, and those
Yeah.
were pretty fun doing. And whenever I was able to, I would do them absolutely.
Oh
Uh,
yes, I love the way you memorized your top 10.
there was nothing to memorize. It was like all like, hey, I'm in the middle of partying, but let me drop this beer right here so I could do it.
Oh, wait a second. The audience might not know. If the audience goes back to It's Tejano Time, the TV show, I mean the YouTube show like that, go back to some of the episodes where Nemo is giving the top 10. And if you listen carefully, a medical, my camera guy at that time, now he's an associate producer for this, would shout out the list because you could never remember like
not
that.
that I can, not by remembering. It was top 10. You gave it to me like 2 minutes before we go on air.
No, no,
Hello.
no, no. It was your top 10. I never gave it to you. It
Somebody
was your
had it.
top 10. Oh, no,
Okay.
it was your
I'm gonna
top
say
10.
okay.
I never said the top 10 like
Okay.
that.
I think
All right.
because back then the 100 review we had top 10 from
Right.
different areas, so I think we just copied it from there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's probably what happened. And then what was I going to say about that? See, I'm over 50, so I always forget stuff. Oh, and I remember you put a little ad in Tejano Review back then, and then you, I think you actually asked me to write some articles and stuff like that, and yeah,
A
we put
possibility,
it
because
out.
I wanted as much information out there, as much information, Tejano information out there. I was trying to just feed the world, or feed the area anyway. I was big on the market and stuff. I wanted to blow it up. Yeah, absolutely. We had a
Yeah.
few different writers, Bobby Pena. I remember Delma Garza. Um, um, oh, and I had one from Kick FM. I forgot her name. She was real good.
Was she
She
was she
was
with
real good.
Poncho?
I think
Was
she was with Pancho. I think she was
okay.
with Pancho, and she was real. She did real good.
Yeah,
And back
I
then,
for, I forgot her name too.
we would go in, it was always last minute stuff. And I had somebody, a typesetters, that would come in there and get the story and just put it in as fast as she could. We sent it off, and a lot of times we didn't proofread it, and there was all kinds of errors. Oh man, there was all kinds of errors on that one particular one. And she said, "Oh no, I'm not. she put her name to it, obviously, but I'm not. I can't do this anymore. And I'm sorry, but it was just last minute. I have a deadline and I need to do it, and we didn't have Word or whatever it is to proofread or to underline the bad words or the words that were spelled incorrectly. It was back then all done just input and stuff. And my typesetters did the best she could, Sandra McClure. So
Okay,
yeah,
that's cool. All right, I'm trying to think of what else to ask you. Does since I'm thinking about it, we got another comment.
yeah,
A shout
San
out
Angelo,
to from Sam. Thanks for watching and participating on Tejano Talk.
Tejano
And
Talk. You gotta remember that.
Tejano Talk. I got it right this time. All right.
Yes,
Okay. I can't. I might think about some more questions, but you want to start to ask the second segment, which
sure.
is
Yeah, yeah.
okay. Okay, wait a second. I gotta get this down. Okay, and then the next topic is you can read it, or can you read it?
No, I can't.
Okay, it's too small. Okay, the next topic is who is Oraldo, buddy, your host? Okay, and what's your time history? Okay, well, I didn't grow up with listening to ton of music. And matter of fact, according if you see a couple shows, Nemo kind of makes fun of my Spanish,
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that
It was horrible.
reloj, reloj. How's that? You remember
It was
that one?
like it was
Reloj. Yeah,
he was horrible, and he would like repeat stuff. He just, well, I forgot what he said. Alrighty then, or alrighty. I was like, no, I
yeah.
couldn't
All
repeat
right,
stuff.
all
It's
right.
something like that. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
But we proved to you, I proved to you, it's not as easy as it sounds. It's not
yeah.
as
No,
easy
I
being a
know.
host.
Absolutely.
Like, yes, we used to do some bloopers on Tejano. It's Tejano time. Well, back then it was Tejano time, but I remember we started this back in the '90s, and the internet wasn't a big thing back then, so I didn't reserve the domain name Tejano time, but I did for It's Tejano time, and also did It's always Tejano time, Tejano time Productions, and Tejano time Entertainment. So, within the next 6 months, hopefully we'll have a website, uh, and we'll probably post a bunch of things, and hopefully it'll be more informational for you guys there. And let me tell. And actually, you're criticizing my Spanish. That was my first language, and both my parents were born in Mexico. So,
Sweet.
uh,
So your
yeah.
dad
So,
was born in Mexico and became a in the U.S. Navy here. Wow, that's pretty badass.
well, actually, he was born a U.S. citizen, even being born in the U.S. I mean, born in Mexico. My grandfather was a United States councilman. He was a naturalized American, and so if you go to a different country, if you get in trouble, you talk to the you go to the council, United States Council. Everybody who gets in a car chase, they always want to go to the U.S. embassy and stuff like that. Well, you talk to a councilman, and that was my grandfather,
Oh,
like
okay.
that. So,
So,
so he
so
became.
did he see a bunch of that stuff?
Uh, I don't know. I never asked him about it, but he traveled. He like I have like four uncles. My dad had my grandparents had five boys, and I think each one of them were born in a different country. Like I have an uncle that was born in
Hey,
Canada.
wait. I don't want to stop you because hey, this is the way we're
I'm getting
doing it
off
now.
topic.
We're stop. No. You're on topic. The thing is that we have another
Oh, we did.
hello. Yeah, it's from
Oh,
Donna Saucedo. He says,
wait.
"Hi, I
Oh
think
my
Bunny
God.
is cute. I hope he stays on the air." Wow,
Who
you're a
is that?
fan.
I'm trying
So
to think who thinks I'm so cute.
Donna, that's right there, Donna Saucedo.
Oh
So
wait, that's my wife. And
yeah,
wait,
wow.
we got another one. Olivia
Oh,
says
Livy
hi,
said,
who is my daughter. Okay.
yeah,
And,
okay.
and
Well,
everybody out there, you'll probably see Olivia. Olivia, just a while ago, she wanted to say, "When am I going to be on Tejano Talk?" And I said, "Well, soon, maybe in the next, in about a month or so, I might swing over there."
so
But
thank
she
you very
want,
much for watching and participating.
yes, I love you very, very much, Olivia and Donna, like that.
All
Okay.
right, thank you very
So,
much.
well,
All
thank
right,
you for
so
pointing that out.
back to your grandfather. He was a
Okay.
councilman, and he never saw people being chased and running to the councilman
Yeah.
to claim freedom, or what were
Well,
they run
I
to him
don't
for?
know. He was in the movies. They as a consultant or something like that. I
So he
don't
was in the movies.
know. No, he wasn't.
Okay.
Uh, no, I really don't know what he did. He played a lot of golf, and I saw pictures of him hunting and stuff like that. We got another message here. Olivia says hi. She she says she loves you and she is proud of you. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. All right. Okay. So let me. Okay. So and a lot of people, Spanish was my first language, but I kind of flunked kindergarten, and because I only knew Spanish. Well,
Really?
yes. And so when my mom found out I flunked, she said, "Okay, no more Spanish in the household." And so they only yelled at us in Spanish. So other than that, that was the only Spanish I grew up with. But let's see, my dad, he got stationed in Okinawa, and my mom didn't want us to go there, so we lived in Mexico for about a year, and
Yeah.
then and so
Okinawa. That's pretty cool, though.
yeah, Okinawa, Guam area. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
said, he did 22 years. My mom didn't want
Right.
to travel and all that stuff,
Didn't want
and
to travel
so
with them. That's still pretty
no,
cool, being out in
yeah,
Okinawa. So
yeah. My
real
dad
quick,
did.
I was gonna say
I was
just
gonna
real
say,
quick, a
yeah,
side note.
yeah,
My mom and dad were both born in Mexico,
okay,
and I didn't know any English growing up, and I went through immersion through my kindergarten.
yeah.
I didn't know any English, and sure enough, they shoved me in there, and I passed. Just saying.
You were a little bit more smart than I was, I guess. Thank you, thank you.
But anyway,
Okay.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, well, you
I
grew up around.
digress.
Okay, but you probably grew up in Fort Worth. And you probably
Hmm.
around a lot of Latinos. And I grew up. I was born on the East Coast, raised in the West Coast, and have been in a few other states.
So what does
While I
that
was
mean?
kid.
There's no Latinos in the East Coast or West Coast?
Well, I wasn't surrounded around a lot of Latinos like that. I
So
knew a lot of Filipinos. I knew a lot of black people, a lot of white people, but there were very few Latinos in the military when I was there. And actually, my dad told me he got harassed, and he thought about changing his last name because my grandmother on my dad's side is his is her maiden name was von Borstel, which is so
nice. That's German, right?
yes, is very German like that.
Wow.
And yeah, and I happen to be related to probably all the von Borstels that exist, but I'm not related to all the Salcedos.
Well, I
And
wouldn't think so. I think there's probably
no,
less.
well, very few because when my grandfather got naturalized, the the O looked like an A. The O was an A, and that's what happened to a lot of people that were naturalized or became citizens. They got misspelled the words. So instead of Salceda, I'm related to more Salceda. So Sonny Salceda, we might be cousins, from Grupo Vida.
Hmm.
Well, from the past like that. And so I'm related to some Salcedas, but not a lot of Salcedos like that. And
Yeah, he's a damn good accordion man. I mean, he puts on a
well,
show. And did you
he's
hear his
awesome.
latest single?
No, which one?
So his latest single, he comes out with like a screamo, like if it's metal. He goes,
Okay.
"Rah!" then it hits just the Tejano. It's badass. I like that. It's a little bit of cutting edge there.
Okay, I'll
But
have to check it out. I
yeah,
haven't heard it.
yeah. I was just trying to put the Tejano, you know,
Yeah.
into
Hey,
our conversation.
yeah. Hey, Sonny, if you're out there, we want
Mhm.
your videos. So please email buddy at ItsTejanoTime.com and let's hook up. You know what? I actually met him for the first time at Vegas Tejano this past July.
I'm sure you go to YouTube and just punch in Sunny Salcedo and gives you his
Yeah,
video there.
but I can't just download his videos. I have to get permission or
Oh,
I
got it.
get docked. So I need like a clean copy. And I get dinged all the time from YouTube, but I show them that I had permission. I got that fax from back in the 90s where the record labels gave it to me. But let's go. I digress. Okay, so uh, I went to A&M, graduated, and then my brother was he got accepted in med school in Fort Worth, and there's a med school in Fort Worth. I think it was called I don't know. I think it was TCOM before, like that. Do you remember that?
No, how
No.
would I remember
Oh,
that?
well,
I
you're
never
from
did
Fort
medical.
Worth. I thought you
Oh,
knew
okay.
Fort Worth.
Medical school. No, ask me what the coolest hangouts are. Oh
Okay.
no. Okay.
All right.
Medical school. No, thank you.
All right.
Go ahead.
Well, it was west of the convention center over there.
It was
Uh,
like by 7th Street.
you know what? I don't remember a lot of
I
Fort
think
Worth.
so. I think it's right. It's right up the street from 7th Street and where Montgomery hit, or not Montgomery,
Yeah.
but
Campbell comes to mind. Campbell Street. I don't know exactly
I
where.
think so. I think it's right in that area. Mhm.
Okay. Well, forgive me for those people who live in Fort Worth. I forgot and stuff. But let me get back to okay. So my brother got accepted to med school, and so he needed a roommate. So I was living in Houston at that time. And I said, and I'm a teacher, if those people didn't know. And so I put in an application and got accepted to, I think it was Grand Prairie. I taught in Grand Prairie, and excuse me. Please forgive me. I got allergies, so I, I'm going to cough a little bit, but I'm going to try to stop. Okay.
He lives with those allergies.
I do.
You were a math teacher, right? A math was your
Yes.
specialty.
Uh, yes, it's my discipline. Well, my degree is actually math, computer science, and statistic. It's math comp like that. So, but I like the math part than the statistics, and I like computers. So, but I learned a few languages and stuff like that. Computer languages.
And just for the record, I've flunked fundamentals twice.
Okay. Well, believe it or not, I've flunked math before too, but I flunked differential equations.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it's probably the last math class that an engineer needs to know. And the reason why I flunked that is because I was taking a statistics, a computer language, and differential equations at that time, all in the same semester.
So
And I
you're a
said,
real
okay,
nerd, pretty much.
I'm a smart guy. I like that. Yeah, I guess I'm a nerd. I'm a wannabe nerd. I really do want to be a nerd like that. I want to geek out on computers so bad.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not that great about it. Okay, so I moved to Fort Worth and with my brother, and I taught for the first year, and then I was bored during summer because I didn't know anybody except my brother, and he was always studying. And so I started watching. We had cable, and I started watching something called the Chicano Luncheon. Do you remember the Chicano Luncheon?
Was it Rini? What was his name?
Renny Rosas, I think.
Randy Rosa.
Yes. And so I watched it a few episodes. Say, you know what? I need to start volunteer in my community and stuff like that. So I called the chamber, and back then I didn't know there was a Hispanic chamber. I just called the chamber, and then I told them why I called, and said, "You do know there's a Hispanic chamber?" I said, "No, I didn't." And so I called them up, and then said, "Well, so why did you do this?" I said, "Well, I've been watching this Chicano luncheon, and I thought it'd be good to interview." And said, and then they told me, I said, "You know, you could actually go to the Chicano luncheon." I said, "Really? I didn't know that." So they told me where to go, and then I sat in my first session. And did you ever go to Chicano
I did
luncheon?
not. Mm-mm.
Okay, well, let me tell you what happens. It's a lunch, and it was actually a pretty good meal. I don't think we paid. I'm not sure. It might have been $5-10, but uh, when they first started, they I don't know if it's still going on, but you first start, you stand up and introduce yourself to everybody like that. And so when it was my turn, I said, "Hi, my name is Oraldo Saucedo, and I'm a math teacher, and I have 63 days of vacation, and I'm bored," like that. And then everybody's going, "I've got something for you," and every time I've got something, and they're saying, "I got something for like that," and a lot of them were kind of boring. A lot of them dealt with health services and stuff like that. But this one guy, his name was Jesse Ortiz. Do you remember Jesse Ortiz? He was a DJ. He was called the Night Rider.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, and so it was his turn to tell me. Said, and he goes, "Buddy, I got something for you to do." And I said, "What?" He said, "You could help me put on a Tejano concert." And I go, "Tejano concert? What's that?" Everybody in the room goes, "You don't know what Tejano music is?" Like I said, "No, I never heard it before."
What did you listen to at that point? And what were you listening to? What was your genre?
Well, I was an Aggie, so I was listening to country music.
Country, country.
Yeah, country. I listened to rock. I liked who are some of the people I liked? I liked
Did you ever hear any
George
Spanish
Strait.
music at all?
Uh, you know what? Okay, this is I growing up. I was not allowed to watch TV during the week at my household. My dad was strict, and excuse me, and he would put opera music, and the only Spanish music the only Spanish music was Linda Ronstadt. That's the only music that I heard from. Of course, I heard mariachi, stuff
Okay,
like that.
but that's growing up. So you're an
Yeah,
adult now. And what did you ever? What was the first genre of Mexican or Latin or Spanish music that you heard? What was it? Do you remember
Tejano.
it? Tejano.
I
So
got introduced to Tejano.
right
Uh,
then and there, they say, "Here, listen to this. There's some Emilio, some Selena. Listen to it
oh,
and tell me what you think."
well, I'm sorry for my subscribers. I didn't like Tejano when I first did because I hated the accordion like that. Hey, Nemo, I think you got to reset your.
Well, we seem to be having some technical difficulties here. I'm not sure if you can see me or not, but whenever I look at the monitor, and I'm thinking that maybe he's offline, but then I'm thinking maybe I'm offline too because I don't see my picture on there as well. There I go. So yeah, and I can't see anything or hear anything what's going on. So just bear with us. We're gonna see what's going on. We're gonna call our IT people. Oh, I'm back off again. No, there I am again. So I'm gonna see if I can get them on the phone and let's do a live call, huh? What do you think? A live call here on Tejano Talk? Let's see. I'll put them on speaker so you can hear.
Paul, let's like he's saying. What's up, Demo?
So are you live? Because
I'm live. Did you refresh your browser?
so I did refresh my browser, but I'm looking at the
Okay.
monitor and I don't see you.
You don't see me?
No, I see a picture of you. But that's it.
No, you are blocked like that. I mean, you're like stagnant. So let me refresh my monitor. Okay, let's see if that works.
So
Refresh.
I mean, but on the actual YouTube, on the live version, you're not on,
Really?
and I am.
Okay, so what about you?
See, Sam says we can see you, Nemo, and we
Yeah,
don't see him. So
Okay.
I'm on, you're not. So maybe
Okay.
we change it over to the Nemo show.
Oh, it's gonna be the Nemo show.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you been- Okay, let me see if I can get back in there. I'm not sure if we're still broadcasting.
We are, because I can see myself on the monitor.
Okay, we're still broadcasting. Oh, so you've got YouTube on right now?
Yeah, I have YouTube in the background, and I can see myself on the monitor. I don't see you.
Okay.
And actually, I'm calling you live, so don't say any bad words or anything wrong.
Well, I am trying to go. Oh, wait. My stream. I'm trying to sign in. Oh, shoot. It's not allowing me to sign in.
Uh-oh.
Okay, go keep talking.
Right.
I'm trying to be there as soon as I can.
So, yeah. All right. I'll keep talking by myself. I'm going to be rambling on. Thank you very much for that. Well, you know.
That's why we have a co-host.
All right, Rado. We'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
All right, there you have it. He is having technical difficulties, and he wants me to ramble. So, I can only say is my life here in DFW about the Tejano market. I was a radio DJ and stuff, and I came into the market with a newspaper with a friend of mine, Ben Benavides. He went off and got a radio station in Corpus, and he dropped the paper, even though we were in Corpus and San Antonio. So I continued on my own, changed to Tejano USA, and continue on doing the same thing. And we tried to keep everybody informed, because back then, actually, you know what? Truth be told, we were the Facebook of Tejano back in the day. Up until Facebook became popular, we did the information where the clubs, where everything was happening. We took pictures so everybody got to see each other and stuff. We put the information out there as far as what was going on, as far as new videos and what have you. And then, of course, we partnered up with a buddy, Oraldo, on Tejano Time. And so, again, we were the original Facebook in the hood Facebook. So I can truly say that and feel good about saying that. And until Facebook came out, and then kind of took over my job. People used to love, well, people still do, to be honest with you, because we go out and we take pictures and stuff of what's going on in different clubs and different dances, different parties, concerts, whatever it is. We always take pictures of people, right? And they love to see people in print. It's something that you could take off and cut out and put it on your dresser, on your refrigerator, or somewhere where you say, look, mama, or look, mija, or look, mijo, I came out in the paper, or look, this was your grandfather. He came out. He was pretty popular. He came out in the paper. So it's something that's just that will never go away, for you to see yourself in the paper and stuff. Now everybody's a Facebook model, and they're all these filters and stuff, and we didn't have no filters. And right now I don't have no filters, as you can see by what's going on with me. But that's the way it was. That was the original social media for everybody, and we were proud to say that we were able to bring in people such as Joe Lopez, the giants, Joe Lopez, Emilio, Selena, all the Intocable, all the giants. We were there in the beginning, and we were able to help promoters promote our industry and bring them into the DFW area. That's something I'm proud of. We worked with the big ones, Simon the Diamond Molina, Alfredo Hinojosa, Ana Ramirez, Frank T. Still around. He's still doing Tejano West, and Roberto Hidalgo. He's still doing Tejano West. And there's a lot of people that are doing a lot of stuff still. Of course, we have other promoters that did like the live shows, and we were kind of hip hop too. So we advertised like the Little Susie's and the Pimp with the Limp, and and just we had a lot of great times here, and I'm really hoping that Orlando gets on pretty soon, because I'm running out of things to say. But anyway, I wish I could take some questions. I just want to know where we're at. question is Selena the queen? If so, what is Elsa and Patty's and others before her? We talked about that just the other day. Was Selena the queen, and where did Laura Canales fit in all this, and Patsy Torres and all those? Um, it's hard to say because Selena blew up and she became Mrs. Worldwide, but this was after sadly it was after what we say posthumous. Um, so, but yeah, she was well on her way, or if she wasn't already, definitely one of the queens. Um, Laura Canales, she did a lot of great stuff for us. Even Elsa Garcia, and Shelly Lares, Shelly Lares is, you can't say she hasn't moved this market at all. Yeah, the Stephanie Lynn, Stephanie Sullivan, or Montiel now. Um, oh, so Lalo's back. So
I'm back.
thank you very much for that.
Okay.
That pause. Did you go to number 2? Is that what it was? Number 2.
The okay, Spectrum sucks. Okay, because we've been having rolling out blackouts in my area for the past week, and just so happens that today was the day. Hey, let me ask. Can everybody see me out there? Let's see. Are we good? Someone
Yeah,
please
you're good. You're
text
good.
me.
You're
Okay,
good.
we're good. All right. Hey, shout out to my friend Lawrence, DJ Endio. He called me up and told me what to do, and I got back on there. Hey, if you haven't seen his show, it's a YouTube show, and it's called here. Let me do this. Okay, well, there's his.
Let me shout out to
Okay.
Sam. He was keeping us abroad what was going on. Okay,
Oh,
so Sam was telling us who we could see
Oh,
and
yeah.
who we could and stuff. So thank you very much for that. Appreciate you.
thank you.
Appreciate you supporting us and stuff.
Okay, great, Sam. You're number one on our book right now because he says we can see us both. So Nemo, what'd you tell everybody? Hey, okay, actually, wait, hold on a second. What was the last thing I said that you heard?
You said Nemo, you're not on, or something like that, and in reality,
Okay.
it was you that wasn't on.
Okay, so hey, so someone out there, I will repeat what I said. I don't know how much you heard like that, and so should I just start over?
No, please don't. We only have 12 minutes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're the timekeeper because
So we have 12 minutes, and
yeah, because Nemo's got. You know what? Let's end the show right now, unless anybody has some questions they want to ask us, and then next week we'll come back to my history. Is that cool? Because I think
in Mahan Studios did ask the same question that we were talking about this last week. Who is the queen of Tejano music? And I was kind of trying to ask that question or just kind of go along with it, and kind of gave my 2 cents. But luckily, you saved me, and I appreciate you coming on that time, because it was hard to pin a queen on Tejano music. I think, even though
that's true.
Selena was the latest queen, obviously, or she's but who's the reigning queen right now?
Yeah. Well, here's what DJ Endio said. He said, "Didn't Selena get all the attention because Hispanics got mad that Howard Stern made fun of people mourning Selena?"
What Howard Stern did, what Howard Stern did was, and he does this to everybody, by the way. What Howard Stern, while reporting the news, he said, and Robin, his sidekick, said, Selena, tragic death happened in Corpus, and she was shot by her fan club president. And then at that time, they go, they put a sound effects on the bullets, of shots. So that that made a lot of people, outraged and stuff. But that's his MO. He does that to get more audience that way, and it worked, because boy, everybody was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it.
I think he had to apologize, and he almost never apologized for anything like that.
Maybe I don't remember. Yeah, possibility. But I'm sure his apology was a joke anyway. So
yeah, he probably didn't really mean it.
So, but that's him. Back then, I actually was a big fan of Howard Stern, and I was listening whenever that happened. And I might have even recorded. I might have even been recording him whenever he actually did it. Of course, it was on cassette tape, and I don't have any of those now. So,
I got a cassette player. I still got my cassettes from back in the day.
So
but you know what? I have. That's another topic we could dive deep into another session because I think you and we practiced a little bit with a medico the other day, and that was one of the topics that we hit. And so we'll hit on that topic later. And everybody, do your research and get your opinion, and we'll talk about that in a future episode. Okay, but I think we probably should wrap it up. Sorry, this is new technology. Stuff is gonna happen. I can't control my internet. If they don't send me a signal, I just can't view. But you know what? I love the software because it kept on going because it's cloud based.
Yeah, it did keep going, and your picture was just there, and I was going, "Wait a minute, it's not me, it's you, it's you." And I refreshed and everything. You still weren't there, and then luckily I pulled up the monitor right there, and I could see it. I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute." So I guess I'll take the show over. So you have figure out
and
your technical difficulties.
Yeah, and thanks again, Lawrence. Oh, I forgot. Lawrence has a show at Mackin Studios like that. Here, he has another question for us like that. Important question: pineapple or pizza or no? I like it both. Oh, you mean pineapple on a pizza? That's what he said. I thought it said or.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hey,
I don't like pineapple on pizza.
Do you know what an upside down pineapple means?
No.
Well,
keep it clean.
I'll let you research that, and we'll talk about it next week if you want to. But pineapple on pizza, some people like it, some people don't. Anchovies on pizza, I'm like some people like anchovies, some people don't. It's just the way you're brought up. It's just like what do you like? Bud Light, Miller Light.
Oh, it's Bud Light. I love it. Oh, matter of fact, one of my uncles used to be country manager for Anheuser-Busch of Mexico. Back in the 90s when they go ahead.
So he was like country, like for the country, not for
all
the
of
music
Mexico.
Country. Okay.
No, all of Mexico. Back in the 90s, you remember the what is that dog with the that was the representative of
Spud McKenzie.
Yes. He that back in the 90s, South Padre Island used to throw all these parties for spring break and
okay,
Cancun.
I remember that. Yeah.
My uncle was the one guy doing all that stuff.
Sweet.
Like that. And damn, I wish I knew Spanish because he was when I graduated, he wanted to offer me a job to help him like that. And I said, I would love that job, but I don't speak Spanish very well. And he didn't realize that. So I could have partied with Spuds, like that. I
don't think it was Spuds you're worried about partying with. But hey, so Sam has a quick question. He says, "Are y'all going to be live the same time and day every week?" So
we're going to try our best, because sometimes Nemo's got to. He's fixing his house, and so you need lumber. But yes, we're going to try to do it. You know what? Yes, if Nemo's here, you'll see.
Yeah. He's a star. He'll be here because he has 6 weeks with nothing to do. Okay, so he's bored. And he needs something to do. I, on the other hand, kind of busy, but I'm making an effort to be here. And I've been waking up real early. That's why you see my eye twitching and stuff. And I want to apologize for that. I look at myself on the monitor. I'm going, wow. Next week, we're going to zoom out a little bit. So I'm not right there in y'all's face. And I apologize for that. But yeah, definitely going to zoom out a little bit. So just so you know.
Yeah. Well, actually, I reported to work yesterday on my campus. So I have students. My classes start next Monday, so I'm actually working. Today I had a full day, so I don't have all that extra time.
What time did you wake up?
7. Oh no, I woke up at 6, but I pressed snooze until 7:30.
Well, I woke up at 5:20 and snoozed till 5:30. Got up because I had to go to Plano, so I win.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me. Your Tejano USA. It comes out once a month.
Comes out monthly. Normally, either the first week of the month or the last week of the month, just depending on how much information I get, and that's the beauty about being a monthly now. I can move it over a week or come out on time. So that's because it's for the month. So so it's perfect. Works out perfect.
Okay. And so if anybody now you distribute in Dallas Fort Worth or mostly Fort Worth or
mainly Fort Worth right now. Mainly Fort Worth. Dallas is going to. I have a guy coming on at the end of the year that wants to help me, and he wants to sell advertisement out there. So probably
Okay.
for right now it's just Fort Worth.
Great. So if anybody in Fort Worth wants to uh, uh,
Pick it up.
participate, well, pick it
participate?
up or participate, or they want to run ads and like that, how would they contact you?
Nemo6753 at yahoo.com.
Okay.
Probably the easiest way.
I wish I could type that up and put it on the screen for
or
you.
I don't know if you could contact Oraldo. You could contact him and say, hey, I want to advertise. We have like Chewy's, we have Ray Sportsman's, we have Insomnia, we have Pura Vida. We have a lot of places that advertise with us. And so it's a great paper, and maybe one day I'll just pull it out here and show it to y'all. If Oraldo's like really,
you know what, I'll try to do
so-
that for next week. And put your phone number and stuff like that, or your email address.
Something, yeah,
Okay, because we want to support all types of Tejano
Got it.
USA, and it's Tejano time, right?
Tejano Talk.
And Tejano Time, it's Tejano Time is going to start new episodes soon, so bear with us. I'm starting to try to do this Tejano Talk, but we're going, instead of doing a half-hour show, we're going to play with shorts. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit those 50 shows that I've already posted and just put the I can only do 1 minute, so I have to do some of the live things I did. I probably won't put the interviews. And if you go to, actually, I'm on TikTok now, and I've got an Instagram.
That's where you got to be, right there on TikTok.
Yes, and that's why I'm trying, because we're trying to pull a younger audience to make Tejano grow even more. Okay, because I did the analytics on It's Tejano Time, and I love the demographics, but it shows that people under 20 aren't really listening to Tejano music.
Well, maybe if we get like some of the newer, younger bands, we get them.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, the younger crowd don't want to look at two old guys talking about music they don't listen to. Listen to music that their mom and dad listens to. If you get up and dance or something, maybe that could be a craze and that could kick off your TikTok.
Yes. Oh, and so any of our subscribers.
I don't think you heard me. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard you.
You're gonna get up and dance.
No, I'm not gonna do that now.
Okay.
Because.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna say not to. Let's,
I'm actually really good.
2 minutes. 7:58. 7:58.
I'm a salsa dancer too.
Got it.
All right. But for those people, for our subscribers, if you know some Tejano artists, and we're just starting, we're going to start talking to some Tejano artists and bands and stuff like that. We're going to try to schedule them in for the show. But like, there's a lot of local artists. Like, who's local here? Do we remember that we?
We have a bunch. We have Latin Express, Stampede is local. You have Presión. You have a lot of guys.
Yeah. I forgot. There's a girl I met. Oh gosh, I think it's not Sandoval's her first last name. Monica Sandoval. Monica. She's in Grand Prairie, so hopefully we'll have her. I actually interviewed her. I have some footage of her playing at Vegas Tejano, and we'll talk about Vegas Tejano in a future episode. And we had a great time. But like I said, if you're a Tejano artist, especially locally, we'd love to have you. And if you're upcoming, like Demi Garcia, I met her back in Fanfare this past spring.
7:59.
7:59. Okay, so let's wrap it up because Nemo's got to go to bed. All right.
I'm tired of this stuff.
So thank you for showing up. For those people who showed up on the chat, and thank you for bearing with us. Sam,
Imagen Studios, Donna, thank you very much.
Thank
Speedy,
you. Yes, Bobby from where was he from again? I forgot.
Bobby,
California, Oxnard, California. Yes, we'll show Bobby again right there. Okay, and so thank you for everything. And I'm your host, Oraldo.
And I'm the co-host, Nemo. Actually, today I was the host. Can you believe that?
For a little bit.
Get my own show now.
Okay. Hey, I'll produce your show. All right. Okay.
I'm okay. Thank you very much.
So I'm a boy. Okay. And then we are going to be here next Tuesday at 7 p.m. And we'd love for you all to come back. What's that saying? Tell your friends, your son. You got a saying there.
I just say show the love, just spread the word, and
No.
just
You used to say show Pancho, Sancho, whatever, like that.
tell Pepe, Paco, Pancho, Pedro, and Pablo
Exactly. And tell them though,
and their
subscribe and watch,
families
and their families. Okay.
and
But we
their
can't have your
side
cut.
and their Sanchas and so. But hey, but it's already
Sanchez.
8 o'clock. It's 8:01 now.
Okay.
So hey, we're way past overdue. Appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. I'm signing off, Oraldo.
Okay. And I'm gonna thank you for being with us. And remember, it's always what?
Tejano Talk.
Tejano Talk here on It's Tejano Time. Thank you. All right. See you next week.
Close.
Okay. Bye, Nemo.